Okay, so I have more Lori books. We're gonna do an unboxing. She said it was 2 boxes, but it's actually 3 boxes, so let's go through them. Okay, so we have Ghost. My daughter read this. This is a great series, and she actually wants the rest of the books, but we have this one. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Roberts. Irresistible Hope. Okay. Wisdom at Work. Always True. Fran and Jesus on the Job. Okay. Lori Copeman, A Christmas Lamp. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Prayers and Promises. Great book. Okay. Okay. Oh. 3 Times Blast. Okay. Lori Copeland. There was another. Where was that? This is Lori Copeland. Okay. The #1 Ladies Detective Agency. Okay. Developed into this in her face. Somebody has a dog because. Right, this is funny because we actually have this book and it's really cute. The Celestine Prophecy. That's a good book. Glorious and the Appearing. Okay. Where Angels Walk. We've got 2 of these. Okay. All right, next box. What a good book. Laura Child, Sweet Tea Revenge, includes recipes and tea time tips. A tea shop mystery. That's cute. Okay. The Authenticity Project. Janet Ivanovich. The Book of Lost Friends. I have this one and I haven't read it. It's been on my shelf for a while. Okay. The Secret Life of Violet Grant. Trailblazer. Hugo Chavez. Okay. Some children's books. Doggone School. Grandma Wishes. Oh, that's cute. Bear says thanks. And this is like it's almost like fabric-y paper. Cute. Preschool, here I come. And she'll write, okay. and the Sleepy Sheep. That looks like it's the bottom. I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna do the kids stuff in here. Then we've got young couples. So I wanted to read this. I've heard a lot about it, so that's exciting. Cross her heart. Don't know that one. Okay. Thieves in high places. Okay. Mark of time. Outlines on the Holy Spirit. Come on to me. Okay, we've got lots of cute baby books. More kids books, more baby books. Awesome book of Bible answers. Okay. Top on top. The Daniel Plan. Faith, food, fitness, focus, and friends. 40 days to a healthier life. Okay. Got more. And oh, okay. I thought it was a coloring book. So there is more under here. I thought that was the end, but it's not. Missing charts, what really matters. Okay. Book of the Bitch. Wow, a complete guide to understanding and caring for bitches. I have jokes, but okay. Next box. I think this will be like the kids' books. I'm gonna put some in there. So let's look at the next box. This is the last box, and there is a whole bunch by this Jerry B. Jenkins. So I'm gonna have to look up if this is a series, what this is. The Beast Takes Possession. On the Brink of Armageddon. The Beast Rules the World. Cosmic Battle of the Ages, Armageddon. Antichrist Takes the Throne. Novel of the Earth's Last Days. Assassins. The Destroyer is Unleashed. The World Takes Sides. Tribulation, the continuing drama of those left behind. That's a lot. Okay, I think that, oh, and then this one, current events. Ew, what is that? Okay. Okay, so that's all that author. Now we've got Only for the Holidays, a delectably festive YA rom-com. So I can hold on to that for Christmas time. Dungeons and Drama. Okay. Twisted Love, book 1. Pride and Prejudice, a retelling by Laura Wood. Huh. Okay. Love in Winter Wonderland. Oh my gosh. What was that? Something just hit the roof. That looks really cute. Treasures of Prado. Ooh, I like this. My daughter might want this. It's very cool. Okay. Things We Never Got Over. Okay. Oh. Things We Hide from the Light. So, and then there is another another one. Let's see if that's in here. So we've got children's books, Pony Pals, Snow White. Let's see, all these kids' books, Black Beauty, I Love You Like No Otter. Snoopy. The Jungle Book. Oh my goodness, A Story a Day Till Christmas. That is just the cutest cover. Also, they've got each the candles, Christmas every day. Oh, how sweet. And you read one story a day. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, okay. Alright, so we've got lots of, so we've got snooping, cheating, obviously teaching some moral compass. I had this book forever ago. I remember this. Oh, Flat Stanley, A Forever Friend. Oh, that's interesting. The shape of the book. Pony Pals, The Miracle of Garlic. Okay. Unusual Friends. Cute. Early Watches. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Lots of devotionals. Thorn of the Flesh. More kids' books. Throwing Tantrums. Whining. Games and Case. Caring. Somebody's little journal. Okay. Killing Calvinism. Okay. Devotionals. Somebody has a cat or a dog. Gosh. The Wind in the House of Islam. Okay, so I've sorted the books and these are the ones that I'm keeping. I narrowed it down and then I narrowed it down even more. And I might even narrow it down one more. We're gonna start with, this is the first one that caught my eye. I've seen this everywhere. I didn't really know what it was about, but I saw a lot of people love it and, give great reviews. When I read the back of it, I may not pick this up on my own except for the very last sentence that it says, because it's about these two kids that meet in a hospital for different reasons and they share a love of video games. I don't play video games, and so that's not really something that I can relate to. But then fast forward, it's like 8 years later, they see each other and it's like, boom, you know, the connection is still there. And the last line is that, let's see, tomorrow and tomorrow takes us on a dazzling imaginative quest as it examines the nature of identity, creativity, disability, failure, the redemptive possibilities in play, and above all, our need to connect, to be loved, and to love. So, you know, maybe just in like the humanity of the relationship or their experience, I'll be able to relate to it. So I'm hopeful, but definitely reading this based on the fact that so many other people loved it. So we'll see. It was on my list. If I found it in a little free library or a thrift store or something, I wasn't going to go seek it out really, but I recognized it. And this one sounds really, really interesting. It is a green journal that one person starts where they write their sort of life story or secrets, not secrets, but truth. How about that? Writes the truth of their life and leaves it in a cafe. And the cafe manager owner, she picks it up, reads it, and she adds her life, her truth, and puts it across the street in a wine bar. And apparently 6 different entries, 6 different people write into it, and then they all end up meeting. And it's about putting truth out there, and that is scary. But once you do that, you can find happiness because you are brave enough to put your truth out there. So it just sounded really interesting, and I've not heard of this, but yeah, so wanted to give this a shot. And then the last one, I'm still deciding. I still don't know. It's called Twisted Love by Anna Huang, and it's book 1. It looks like there's 4 books in this series. The reviews are, you know, they either love it or they hate it. And it is someone described it as like an abusive relationship. And I do not like reading books labeled as romance novels where it is abusive, and it could be abusive psychologically, it could be mental, it can be physical, and then some books have all of them in that, and I do not like that. But the description of, you know, the guy is, you know, he has a dark secret, he's sort of broken, and he's describing her as like the loss or the light in his, you know, darkness, and he's lost without her and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. So if it starts to become one of those abusive types of relation, I don't like those. I'm not a fan of that at all. I have pushed through and read some because I started, but that is not. So some conflicting reviews, and then oddly enough right now, and I think it's worth mentioning because I'm reading Fourth Wing. I'm reading the first book, Fourth Wing, and I am very surprised that I'm really enjoying it. And I really love the fact that the 2 love interests in it, when we're talking about romance, you have the one guy who's super protective, and then you have the other guy who is pushing her to do her best, to see what she's made of, to see what she can do, and to push her limits, and believes in her. And it's not the warm and fuzzy, and it's sort of the hate to love trope, but it's a healthier than the one that's holding her back and trying to protect her because he loves her, but you know, it's like ridiculous. So anyway, thought it was worth bringing up. I'm reading Fourth Wing. I really enjoy it so far. It is one of my hardbacks that I wanted to get off my shelf. So I'm gonna give this a go. I don't know how it's gonna go. We'll see. So out of all of those, I'm keeping these and we'll see how they go. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you saw any in there that you were like, oh, I thought you would have kept that. That looks awesome. There was a lot in there. So let me know what you think, and thank you for watching, and until next time, I will be reading.